We're here with head track and field coach Scott Roberts. Coach, do you just want to talk about some of your expectations for this upcoming indoor season?
Well, we're very excited about this season coming up. Our women's team has brought in a significant number of new people into the program. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when we first came into the NCAA, our first 2 years in the NCAA on the outdoor side, we finished top 25 in the country. Last year, we had some graduations and things, and we kind of had a down year on the women's side. And now we feel very, very good about our women's team coming into the 2017 indoor season. Men's side, we didn't lose hardly anyone, and it was our best finish on the men's side outdoors last year that we had in the NCAA era here at Lindenwood. So very, very high expectations for some good things to happen as far as that goes. A lot of newcomers, like I said, and I think that we're gonna have a lot of fun this year.
So all 4 members who advanced to nationals last season are back. How can they lead the other student athletes to compete at a greater level in the conference?
Well, they've been there and they've done that. You have Kendra Smith is a 2-time All-American in the triple jump. We brought in another young lady from Uzbekistan who has marks very, very similar to her in the triple jump, who's a freshman who can also high jump. Her name's Anna Tyan. She can also high jump, can also long jump. And so, there's some leadership there that, Kendra's been there. She knows what it takes to compete at this level. The MIAA is, if you were to compare it to Division I, we're the SEC of Division II, and that's a great thing. It's a hard thing for people coming into the program because the quality is so good. But I think overall, it really benefits the kids as they get to a point where they're competing against the best there is, and so nothing's going to intimidate them when they get to the national championship level. And so, we had 4 people that went to nationals last year. Actually had a 5th, but couldn't go to the outdoor nationals. But those 4 are back, and they're in a variety of events. We've got jumpers, both on the men's side and women's side, and a variety of the jumping events that have done it. I think that it's going to be very exciting, and again, those young kids that are coming in, and like I said, we have a pretty large group, especially on the women's side, of young people coming into the program. They can see what it takes to be successful and to reach those highest levels, and to know that it is attainable.
So, Coach, going back to something you said earlier, can you talk about some of the newcomers this year who might have an impact?
Sure. I mentioned Anna Tyan from Uzbekistan. She's, her marks would put her in the national meet already as a freshman. She actually came a semester last year, had to sit out her redshirt her first freshman year, so she's a redshirt freshman. She's going to be a big help to us this year. We have in the throws we have Emily Montgomery in the weight, who's a freshman. She's going to be someone that can come in and score right away. Tessa Gustin is another newcomer who's transferring in from Johnson County Community College, who's going to be very good. On the distance side, we have on the men's side we have Omar El Salamouni, who had a good cross-country season to start in. He's a transfer from Spain. Outdoors is his best event. He should be one of the top 2 or 3 in the conference in the steeplechase when we get outdoors. But he's going to help us in the 3K, 5K mile. Jared Broadbrooks was with us last year, but he's another young guy that's really coming on. Another freshman named Austin Crow in the distances is very good. And then on the women's side in the distances, we have Annalena Thiessen, who's from Germany. She was our #1 cross-country runner. She's going to help us in the 8, the mile, 3K. We have on the men's side, in the jumps, we have a guy that his best mark, he's a freshman, his name's Bonini Nubeli. It's hard to pronounce. He's from Zimbabwe. He is, with his best marks in the triple jump, would place him in the top 2 in the conference as a true freshman. So we're very excited about them. You know, again, we have some returning people that are very good. Tunde Akinimi was not at the national meet last year, but he is the defending conference indoor champion in the high jump. So, and Xavier Bolin, who went to nationals, was second-team All-American in the pole vault. Mike Malambo, who's been a second-team All-American in the long jump. He's our school record holder in the long jump. And so we've got 2 young ladies in the hurdles that are going to be more 400 hurdlers outdoors, but they're going to help us, you know, score in the 600 meter to conference meet, can run really good legs in the relays, things like that. One is a freshman named Regina Huska. She is from Mexico City. She's going to be a tremendous 400 hurdler outdoors. Have a freshman from Kansas City, Camry Bradford, who also is going to be a very good 400 hurdler when we get to the outdoor season. And then we have the 2 very newcomers who just got on campus, just arrived this week. One of them is only going to be with us probably for this year, but she is a very good heptathlete, and her name is Tatiana Silva from Brazil. She can long jump. She'll score in the long jump. She can help us on relays. She can do a lot of things. Score in the pentathlon, in the indoors, heptathlon, outdoors. And then Andy Kenline is brand new. Andy was the top 400 meter hurdler in the country as a freshman, or no, excuse me, as a high school senior last year. Obviously the #1 300 meter hurdler in the state of Missouri. She spent the first semester at Oklahoma State and has transferred back to us now. And she's going to be, you know, one of the top 400 meter hurdlers in the country as a true freshman. She can also do some multi-events, high jump, different things like that. So got a lot of new people, a lot of talent in the program right now. Got a new assistant coach, Vince Bingham, who's a very good recruiter as well. So he's going to be a great addition to our staff, and so we're pretty excited about how things are going, and you know, it's a great time to be a Lion.
So can you kind of talk about the transition from indoor to the outdoor season here in a couple months?
Sure. You know, track and field is probably the longest season of any sport on a college campus, especially if you're a cross-country runner and you're competing in the fall, then you're competing indoors, and then you're competing outdoors. So after you know, we're a better outdoor team just because of the events that we have, the 400 hurdlers, that we have a javelin thrower, Alex Armstrong, who's a tremendous javelin thrower. And some of our events, El Salamuni in the steeplechase and that. So we are a better outdoor team than we are an indoor team, so we'll probably have a stronger peak for the outdoor season than we do for the indoor season for a variety of reasons here. You know, we have a fantastic outdoor track, and you know, the weather in Missouri isn't as conducive to training for us here at Lindenwood as without a competition indoor track. But so outdoors will be a stronger peak for us than indoors. We'll have, you know, a very good indoor season, I'm sure, and then we'll take a couple of weeks where we kind of transition, give them a little bit of a break, and then we will recycle through, you know, with shorter phases, training phases, to get to that outdoor peak. You know, our last indoor meet, depending on, you know, if it's conference, you know, it's the end of February. If it's nationals, it's the second week of March. And then we give them a couple of weeks of recovery, and then we do start right at the end of March with our outdoor meets. We're very excited about our first annual John Creer Invitational. Will be April 1st this year. So we've got a lot of interest, a lot of teams that want to come to that. We're going to have 2 high school meets even, so that we can get kids on campus that can see all the great things that we have to offer here at Lindenwood. So we feel like it's going to be a lot of fun this spring as we move forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach, and good luck this season.
All right, thank you.